You know that feeling when you see an ad or a message and it feels like it's speaking, well, directly to you? Like it's pushing you to do something right now. Yeah, that's not an accident. Today, we're going to tear apart this short but seriously powerful script and figure out the psychological tricks it's using to flip that switch from maybe later to I need to do this now. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, so it kicks off with something we've all said. I mean, come on, you've probably said this today. I know I have. It's just so relatable, right? It's that universal voice of procrastination. And just like that, it perfectly frames the exact problem this whole script is designed to tackle.
And bam! Right away, the counterpunch. See, the script doesn't just let that lazy thought hang in the air. Nope. It immediately sparks a conflict. But here's the really clever part. Notice who's talking. It's not some annoying salesperson. It's you. It's your own voice, turning this passive little thought into a full-blown, urgent conversation with yourself.
So this is the first big psychological trick they're pulling. You know that constant battle in your head? The one between, I want to chill and scroll now, and I should probably do that thing for my future self? Well, this script takes that internal fight and pulls it out into the open, turning it into an actual dialogue. It literally gives a voice to your procrastination and another one to your conscience, making the whole thing feel way more real and, honestly, a lot more urgent.
And just like that, we have our two characters in this little drama. On one side, you've got present you, the one who's a bit unsure, a little hesitant, maybe scrolling on their phone. Then on the other side, you've got future you. This version is wise, they're urgent, and yeah, they sound a little regretful. This contrast is everything. It's a perfect picture of our own internal debate, and it makes the stakes of this decision crystal clear.
Okay, so now that the conflict's on the table, the script starts to really turn up the heat. It shifts the conversation from, hey, you should do this task to, hey, look what you're going to lose if you don't. This is all about making the cost of doing nothing feel incredibly real and pretty painful. And they don't just spell out the cost for you. That'd be too easy. Instead, it gets you to ask yourself, what is the true cost of procrastination? What am I actually giving up every time I say later? It's a clever way to prime you, to get your own brain to start calculating the consequences. And here it is. The gut punch. This one little sentence is a masterclass in psychology. It's designed to hit a button in your brain called loss aversion. It's this weird thing where, we feel the pain of losing something like twice as much as the joy of gaining that same thing. So think about that. The script isn't trying to sell you on how great a future reward will be. No, it's making you feel the very real, very present pain of losing it forever. And this line right here, this is where it gets personal. It makes it totally explicit. This isn't some vague possibility anymore. This frames your inaction as a guaranteed future loss. It's not just a warning. It's a direct message of regret from the one person you can't ignore, yourself. And wow, is that a persuasive thing to hear? All right, so they've just created this really painful problem, right? They've made you feel the anxiety, but they don't just leave you there stewing in it. No way. They immediately pivot and offer up a solution that is just so simple. And that's the key here. The whole goal is to make it as easy as humanly possible for you to take the next step.
I mean, look at how clean and simple this is. There's no confusing jargon, no crazy technical explanation. And let's be real, in the world of Web 3, that stuff can be super overwhelming, right? This one straightforward sentence is absolutely crucial. It keeps you from getting confused or intimidated and just tuning out.
And here's the next part of making it ridiculously easy. Everything you have to do is broken down into these 5 super simple steps. Join, do tasks, check in. I mean, anyone can do that, right? It feels so manageable, so achievable. It takes this big abstract idea and turns it into a simple checklist you can start on, like right now. Okay, now we get to what is probably the most powerful persuasive tool in this whole thing. This is where the script takes that vague, fuzzy idea of someday or later and slams down a hard, concrete deadline. This is it, the ultimatum from the future. This little timeline is such a smart way to visualize that window of opportunity slamming shut. You can almost hear the clock ticking, can't you? It's not just a random date, it's a finish line. And this taps right into another one of our brain's little quirks, scarcity. We just want things more when we know they're limited. This makes it painfully clear that this opportunity isn't going to be around forever.
And just in case that deadline didn't light a fire under you, future you comes in with a direct command. This isn't a gentle suggestion or a friendly tip. This is a firm, non-negotiable instruction that comes directly from the pain of regret. It just hammers home the urgency and tells you exactly what you need to do to avoid making the same mistake.
Okay, so the stage is totally set. Let's recap. We've got a relatable problem, we've got manufactured urgency, we've got a super simple solution, and a hard deadline. But every great piece of persuasion needs one final critical piece, a crystal clear instruction that tells you exactly what to do next. No guesswork allowed.
And there you have it. It literally could not be any clearer. You don't have to go searching for a link. You don't have to figure out any complex steps. It's just a simple, direct URL. This is the final piece of the puzzle, and it's designed to make taking that first step absolutely frictionless.
Which really brings us to the final big idea, doesn't it? The reason this whole thing works so well is because it taps into this powerful what-if scenario. What if you could actually get a message from a future you, someone who already knows how it all turns out? It makes you think, forget about this script for a second. What message would your future self send back to you right now? And the real question is, would you be brave enough to listen?